Hey fam, we are back with another Thursday Night Live.
Yes, family. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jaden,
And I'm Jazz.
and tonight we have another spicy live stream. Oh, do we?
That's a fact. So I'm sure many of you all have heard about the government shutdown that's going on right now, and also the possibility of SNAP benefits being expired, basically. No funding left to give out these SNAP benefits for the beginning of November.
What? No more EBT?
No more
No more food
EBT,
stamps?
no more food stamps. What will we do?
As you can see on screen, family, no more EBT?
No more EBT.
Oh, man.
Right before the holidays is crazy.
And we're going to get into it, family. We're going to do some research. We can't just run with the title and assume that's what it is, family. We got to go deeper.
That's a fact. We definitely have to go deeper. And of course, we're going to bring it to our community every single time.
Absolutely, because we know how to make assumptions and run with it. And
Man,
when you make an assumption, you know what happens? When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
that's
Hey,
a
SS, you and me, family. No more EBT.
no more EBT.
Come on,
Question,
Trump. What you doing, Trump?
what's going
Come
on?
on, government.
Okay. We're going
No
to have
more
to
government
start.
cheese with the block this big.
Oh,
Remember the
man.
government cheese? Oh, man.
We're going to have to start picketing and like boycotting. Like, what's going on?
What is going on here, family?
Yeah, and one of the overall arching questions that I have for everybody is when the EBT ends, will the Black family begin? Hmm. So that's something for us to keep in mind because let's just say our community has had their thoughts on this whole EBT. Of course, that we got people who are disappointed, upset, trying to figure out what they're gonna do to feed their families. And then you got people on the other side that's like, well, this might bring the Black family together. So we definitely are gonna dig into that as well tonight.
Or is this the question?
Mm-hmm.
Will the black family end?
Ooh, yes.
Will the black family begin, or will it end, or will it stay in the middle?
Or will it stay the same?
Will it stay the same? These are just questions, family. We got plenty of them.
That's facts. So, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead on and get off into tonight's topic. Let's go ahead on and we're going to read the article for those of us that are not. There's not an article this time. There's actually a video. It's a news video to give us a little bit of understanding of what is going on.
Let's go, family. Check this out. We gotta get some news. We gotta get some facts
That's right.
because our people, we finna panic. No more EBT. No more SNAP. The world is gonna end. We are in the end times. We in the last days.
What will we ever do?
Well, we gotta look into this, family. Everybody got an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's taking sides, but let's get the facts.
Let's do it.
All right, make sure our sound is good because we are live. By the way, the mistakes are absolutely free. We're not charging for our mistakes.
They're on the house.
Laugh at my pain. All right, let's go. Let's get it, family.
Now to the government shutdown, day 29. More than 40 million Americans set to lose food benefits. Republicans blaming Democrats. Democrats say Republicans have refused to address health insurance premiums set to skyrocket for 20 million Americans. Jay O'Brien on the Hill again tonight.
Tonight, after 29 days, the government shutdown showdown over health care costs for tens of millions of Americans now exploding into a food crisis hitting the country's most vulnerable. SNAP federal food assistance serving 42 million Americans set to run out of money in just 2 days. Many anxiously stocking up at food pantries.
It's hard to say we need help, especially as mamas, We're supposed to take care of our babies, and when we can't, we need help.
In Arizona, Patricia Lamb stretches about $130 a week in SNAP benefits to feed herself and her grandchildren.
I have a week's worth of meals in here right now.
But this month's money is almost gone.
I'm at $2.45 right now. So that's kind of scary.
And tonight, President Trump suggesting his administration may find a way to keep SNAP afloat, but not giving any details. Republicans erupting on the Senate floor, blaming Democrats for refusing to end the shutdown.
SNAP recipients shouldn't go without food. People should be getting paid in this country. And we've tried to do that 13 times. And you voted no 13 times.
But Democrats blasting the Trump administration, saying in SNAP's 60-year history, even during shutdowns, the government has always found a way to keep the program afloat.
If SNAP does run out, tens of millions of Americans will go hungry. Are you getting a sense from your Democratic colleagues that the pain of that and other aspects of this shutdown might outweigh this fight for health care?
My Democratic colleagues are united in the fact that Trump and the administration can do this not this weekend, tomorrow, today, right away. We don't want to pit health care and food. They do. We think you can have both.
And David, health insurance premiums are just days away from skyrocketing for some 20 million Americans on Obamacare. Democrats have said they would vote to reopen the government if Republicans negotiated with them on that issue. But so far, more than 4 weeks into this shutdown, David, and they haven't. David.
Yeah, family.
Man,
So
they can't come to a resolution.
as usual,
And these are the people that are running the country.
as usual, the Republicans and the Democrats can't get along. They can't come together for the American people. So here we are in a government shutdown. There's government employees right now that are not being paid, that have not been paid. And it's a shame, it's a shame that they just can't come together and figure it out. As far as, the government shutdown and the lack of funding, they need to pass a bill, so that the funding can pass. Just a little bit of background on it.
You gonna give us some background?
Just a little
Get
bit.
some facts?
Just a little bit.
Give us some game, baby.
Yeah, so, the Democrats, they want to make sure that there's protections and extensions for health care subsidies. They also oppose cuts to Medicare, Medicaid, and social services. The Republicans, they do want to cut some funding to these programs. They also want to expand ICE funding. They want to expand military funding. The Republicans also want to.
That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
The Republicans, they want to spend funding. They want more funding, on military, on ICE funding, and
Typical Republican stuff.
yeah, typical. And they want to make some cuts.
Yep.
And then, Democrats, they want to, make sure that they still have this funding, and yeah. So unfortunately, right now, people are laid off. Non-essential workers in the government are being laid off. Those who are essential, TSA, they are working, but they have not gotten a paycheck. So it's pretty crazy. This is the second longest so far shutdown that we've had, and we don't know when it's going to end. And it kind of, I don't know, it doesn't even look like anyone is willing to budge. So it'll be interesting to see how long this goes on. Hopefully not much longer, and hopefully, the people are able to get their benefits.
Yeah, family. So this is beyond the food stamps. This is much worse than SNAP about to run out in 2 days, as it was reported. In 2 days, SNAP is going to run out. Food stamps is going to run out. Now, do you think that is true? You think that's a somewhat of a over exaggeration? Do you think they will lie about that, or do you think they will report that to maybe kind of?
It's hard to tell.
Get us to talk, get us to react. Maybe get the government to do something about it.
I mean, it's hard to tell whether or not this is, legit, or if they're really going to go through with not funding SNAP benefits. It's hard to tell. I mean, currently right now, what we do know is that, there's federal employees that are working and they're not being paid. So they might They might,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
It's like really 2 days though, right? It's a possibility. Like what they're saying. This is what they're saying.
Yeah, it's definitely a
The government has
possibility.
always been honest to us. Always.
Always,
Always.
always, all the
100%.
time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we hear the President Trump talking about, oh, it's gonna be good, it's gonna be good, but not really answering the questions as to like, hey, when is this gonna be solved? When can we, when can this government come?
Wait, hold on. Politicians answer questions?
Vaguely.
No, they like to say the F word. They always run their mouth with the F word.
What's the F word?
Filibuster.
Oh, that's
Yes,
facts.
yeah. To be a
That's
politician,
facts.
you don't ask questions, you just filibuster.
That's right, man.
Roughly speaking. But yeah, I wouldn't expect Trump to answer those difficult questions. And this is unfortunate, family.
Definitely.
This is unfortunate. But we got to look into how our community is reacting. Let's see how our community is taking it, family. And feel free to let us know how you feel about this situation in 2 days. Your food stamps is finna be gone.
Man,
that's messed up.
Make sure you stock
Man.
up. Make sure you ration your food out. No, I know.
Dang, it's gonna be like kind of like 2020 all over again. Everybody at the grocery store.
Yeah, family, this is definitely crazy.
Oh man, everybody's stocking up.
Well, let's go ahead on and let's check out what the community has to say about what is going on with these SNAP benefits.
Let's go, family. Let me go ahead and share the screen. Let's go to this one right here. This one. Here we go. We're off screen. They don't see it. But y'all about to see it right now. It's already interesting.
Yep.
It's already interesting.
Food stamps gone. Section 8 gone. All your food stamps gone. Section 8 gone. All your SNAP and EBT benefits gone. Now you got to go back to Tyrone. Woo! I think this is great. We have just single-handedly saved the black family. Why? Because Tasha can't run out on Tyrone anytime she get mad and think the government going to take care of her. Tasha can't leave Tyrone and think that the kids going to eat. Tasha can't leave Tyrone and think she going to get a free rent. Tasha can't depend on the government because years ago, black women turned their back on black men for government assistance, for food stamps, for Section 8, for welfare, for WIC, for all the things that black men bring into their household. They said, no, we don't need that. I'll go file to the government and they'll give it to me. Trump said, hell no. Woo! Now you're going to have to start choosing better. Woo! Now women are going to have babies with men that actually want to have babies with them. Woo! Now women are going to have to vet their partners and not be able to just hit them up for a check every time and think they can live off the government. Woo! This shit amazing. You're going to see more wives and less baby mamas. You're going to see more two-parent households because it's going to be a family unit because success is a team sport. You're going to see women go back to their men, go back to their child's father and try to work things out and not childishly run out to the next nigga. Why? Because Donald Trump and the government don't got your back no more. Because you can't go over there and get free food stamps and sell them bitches 40 for the 80. Because you don't have a $72 rent anymore. Because now you're going to have to figure it out. And the only person that's left is that black man that you walked out on years ago. And the price of pussy going down too. Donald Trump did it with this one, and I'm here for it. Queens, go back to your kings and work it out. Baby mamas, go back to your baby daddies and become wives. It's time for us to work together. This is actually amazing. No longer will you be incentivized by quitting on your household. No longer will you be incentivized by quitting on your marriage. No longer will you be incentivized by quitting on that black man. You are no longer incentivized to leave. So baby, you either pay or stay. That ugly money. Interesting people to come on my podcast. I need some interesting
right there, to say the least.
Yeah, family, what's your opinion on that? Do you agree or disagree? Let us know what you think, family.
Yes, let us know your guys' opinions. Do you guys actually believe that, hey, if for some reason SNAP benefits don't come back, Section 8, etc., if that doesn't happen, do you believe that this will make, black women, choose better men? Do you think it will make them, choose to get married before they have children? Let us know. Will this keep black families together? now that the government is not giving assistance. Let us know you guys' thoughts.
And let us know what you think about his Ric Flair impression, family. Woo!
Yeah, yeah. Let us
That's your
know.
boy, Ric Flair. Woo! Styling and profiling. Let us know what you think about his Ric Flair impressionation. His impressionation. Let us know what you think about his impressionation. I just made up a word.
Making
There we
up
go.
words.
Woo!
Woo. He must have been definitely inspired.
I mean, weren't we all?
Well,
Weren't we all? I mean, yeah. I mean, that's definitely not on topic, but I just couldn't help to resist. Pretty entertaining though.
yeah,
Pretty entertaining collage that he put together there.
for sure.
Yes,
for sure.
yes, and he has some really interesting thoughts. If you ask me, I disagree with what he was saying. Generally speaking, yeah, is there truth in what he was saying? Absolutely, but it was definitely one-sided. It was bias with a capital B. It was extremely biased, and he did not hold black men accountable in that video. He
Sure.
pointed the finger at the black woman. And you know what happens when you point the finger? What they say, three fingers point back at you, something like that,
You
right?
point one
We got
finger.
4 fingers in the thumb, technically, so right.
Yeah.
So when you point one finger, 3 are pointing right back at you, family. So
Yeah, that's
he definitely
right.
was pointing the finger, and that's a quality you get from the Bible.
Nope.
It's not.
Nope.
It's not in First Hades, chapter 6, verse 66.
Oh, it might be. It
It
might
might
be
be in there,
First
right?
Hades.
I think he was reading from that book, right? I think he was reading from First Hades.
He probably
Yeah.
was. He probably was.
Yes.
Yeah, like you said. I mean,
He was also reading Second Misogyny.
oh
Second
well,
Misogyny.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
Second Misogyny. Chapter 6, verse 66.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be here all day, family. I totally disagree with those views. Totally. There's some truth in it, but generally speaking, just the spirit of the video, absolutely. Gotta swat that at the rim. Get that out of here. No, 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 no. Like Matumbo finger. No, no, no. Don't bring that weak stuff over here. Get that weak stuff out of here.
Yeah.
And this is my opinion. It was completely overblown. Completely overblown.
Well, here's what I'll say. I think that for one, he did do a lot of broad brushing, right? He didn't really focus in on the reason why these women ended up having to take this government assistance. Back when it was all introduced, and as we know, the black man couldn't be inside of the home in order for the woman to get the benefits. And unfortunately, during those times, it was hard for black men, still is hard for black men to get jobs, as we know, in the unemployment rate. Unfortunately, we are always the highest, right? We always have the highest unemployment rate. So I definitely think he broad brushed a lot when it comes to basically saying, well, you black women, um, you left us for these government checks, and that wasn't necessarily the case, right? Maybe some did, maybe a percentage did, but I wouldn't say that wasn't the large majority. I would say majority of the women, they needed the support because unfortunately the man that they had probably wasn't able to find a job, or maybe he was in jail, and so she needed some support, right? She needed some additional help to get food on the table and to take care of the children. So I think it was very one-sided, like, oh well, you black women, this, that, and the third. However, he did make some points, right? He definitely made some points. I think that if it really did come to a point where there were no government funding, women would not be having kids out of wedlock. They likely would not be having kids out of wedlock. They'd be very much vetting the man that they choose to sleep with, because there's no government support, like, so you got to make sure that the man you opening your legs up to is actually a solid dude and can actually help to support you, right? But okay, there's a there's a backup plan. Let's just be honest. When you know that there's a backup plan that you can always fall back on, it's not as bad. You're like, okay, well, hey, maybe if he doesn't stay around, I can always get my Section 8. I could always get my food stamps. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. So I do think to a certain extent, it would force us women to make smarter choices when it comes to who we're laying down with and who we're allowing to get us pregnant.
I think it's deeper than that. I thought that was beautifully articulated, though. You see, if he would have articulated it the way how you just did that, then okay, maybe I would have seen where he was coming from. Because I feel where you're coming from. You brought up some great points. Yeah, our women would be more conscious on who they choose to sleep with because it is a choice for the most part. You choose who you want to lay down with, and that is for your husband. There ain't no such thing as casual sex.
That's right.
You get that from First Hades chapter 6, verse 66. You get it from the same book. So this whole idea of casual sex is of the devil.
That's right.
But I think it's a little deeper than that, babe, because it's a spiritual problem.
Yeah.
It's bigger than just a financial problem. Who's going to take care of me? Because our women have, this is just generally speaking, but we've seen strides in our women get into education and entrepreneurship and taking advantage of the opportunities that are around today. Because it's not just black women, but also just women in general have more opportunities than they ever had before. Once upon a time in America, women were not allowed to own property.
Yeah, that's right.
And there are plenty of boss ladies out there. So I think it's a deeper rooted issue than just a financial one. It's one that's really at the core. It's a spiritual issue. It's also a culture issue because our community, we lack culture. To me, if you ask me, I don't care what you say or what you think about what I'm about to say. Our number one problem is culture.
Right.
Is culture. And it's a reflection of not having knowledge of self and knowing your history, knowing where you came from before 1619. And knowing culture. Culture is not just something to say. It's not just a phrase that we see on TV. It's actually a lifestyle. It's the way how you live. It's the way how you do things. It's how you live. So having values and having culture will force us to make better decisions. And I think with that, to add to what you said beautifully, it will definitely decrease the amount of children out of wedlock. It will decrease the children out of wedlock, and it will increase marriage. And I like to see black marriage return.
Yes.
But women in general have more opportunities than they've ever had before. But I think what he said was completely overblown. To me, it was the spirit of what he said. There was things that he said that were absolutely true, and you actually brought it out. You did him a big favor by explaining what he was trying to say or what he meant to say, but that he did not say.
That's right.
And I get it. It's a short or a TikTok, so you only have a short amount of time. But notice that he didn't make any clarification. He didn't say certain black women. He didn't say welfare queens. He didn't say a particular type of black woman. He said black women.
That's right.
As if getting rid of welfare is going to fix the problem. No, getting rid of welfare is not going to fix the black community. Yeah. It's not going to cause all black men, all black women to return to black men, because there are a lot of bumbleclots. There are a lot of bumbleclots that call themselves black men. They call themselves men.
Facts.
And to be a man, you have to live like a man.
That's right.
You have to be a man. You have to carry it out. You have to represent. You have to prove that you are a man, not just biologically. You have to prove that you are a man on how you live. And having baby mamas and getting women pregnant and being a homosexual, she ain't got nothing to return to. If you're a homosexual, she ain't got nothing to return to. If you a dusty, if you ain't got no money, if all you got to offer is sex, you a dusty, you a lame one, you a bummerclot. She ain't got nobody to return to, and she ain't gonna return back to you. She gonna figure it out. So I gotta just take the other end of it, the spirit of it.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with a lot of your points, babe. Well, I agree with all your points, right? I think that this is a very nuanced subject, right? And there's no, it's not black and white, right? It's not you're wrong, you're right. It's in between, right? It's a nuanced situation. But as you said so beautifully, it is a cultural problem. It's a cultural problem. It's something that we need to work on culturally because like you said, even if SNAP benefits got cut off, Section 8, all that stuff got cut off, it would not fix the core issues that we have going on in the community, right? So, yeah, I do fully agree with the fact that it is a cultural issue, 100%. And we need to return back. We need to return back to the culture that is laid out for us in the Bible.
Yeah, they gotta want to look into that though. Family, like we gotta want to tap in. Like,
That's right.
you know, like this is something that you have to desire to want. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people are just they are hypnotized by the distractions because they choose to be distracted. They choose to be entertained all day. But check it out, family. Look into to our real culture and what we really about and where we really came from, family. Check into it. Look into our history. But yeah, this is a deeper conversation, and you know, he's definitely making an entertaining video, but honestly, I didn't think it was all that entertaining. The only thing I liked was the woo. I like the Ric Flair woo, the edit job. I mean, it tried to be entertaining, but if I'm gonna just like really critique it in regards to what he was actually saying, is you know, it was whatever. It was a whatever video. You know, it was a very emotional video.
Yeah.
It was an emotional video from an emotional black man. That video was an emotional video, and I don't mean that personally, but if you want to take it, hey, hit dog hollers.
Well, it was definitely, in my opinion, made to go viral, and that it did do. Well, family, there
Yeah,
is
Satan goes viral too.
indeed.
Satan is, well, I mean, not every video that goes viral is influenced by Satan, but a lot of videos are. So going viral don't make it right.
Yeah,
If you ask me.
for sure, for sure. Well, family, we have more. There is more videos, and we need to see what is the consensus of the community. So here we have another guy, and let's go ahead on and hear what he has to say about Section 8. I mean, about food stamps being cut off.
This is interesting, family. Check this out. Let me go ahead and get it ready. It's kind of like riding a bike and juggling at the same time. Or what do you call those? Unicycles.
Oh,
Going live. Yeah,
unicycle.
doing a live stream, family. It's kind of like riding a unicycle while juggling.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like kind of crazy.
Yeah, a lot going on at once.
Right.
Today's society, fellas. They cut the food stamps. Coochie right back to being $40 again, man. Yep. So go on, get your wallets ready. Go on, get ready for the hey big head text. Go on, get ready for the I ain't seen you in a while, stranger. Just get ready for all them type of text messages. This is the moment we all been waiting for. Government assistance that made these women feel like they don't need a man in the household. And now they about to see how much they actually need a man around. Yep, coochie about to be a lot cheaper now, man. Y'all tap in, y'all get ready. You know that girl that one texted you back a few months ago? She's gonna be texting you back. She's gonna be hitting you back blade to speed. As long as you keep some groceries in that fridge, she got you, bro. Your new coochie subscription is putting groceries in that fridge. That ain't nothing about $150 a month. Keeping some ground beef in there, some chicken, you know, a little steak here and there, woo, produce, all that. You good, bro. You ain't gotta do much now. Shout out to Trump, man. Shout out Trump. Man, it's a good day.
So according to this guy, coochie's gonna go down to $40.
Yeah, I don't understand where he's coming from. I don't get it.
He sounds
I know
like,
what he's trying to say, because with the food stamps getting cut off, it's gonna force black women to return back to the black men. But these are certain black women that he's speaking about.
Mhm.
But once again, he's speaking for every black woman, just like the last video, and then making a joke out of it. I don't, that's what I don't understand. I don't understand the spirit of it. I understand what he's saying logically, but spiritually, I don't have a clue what that brother is saying. Sounds emotional once again. Sounds like another emotional black man. If you ask me, no disrespect, But if you are hit, you know what I'm about to say. Hit dog, you know what?
Hey, dog's holler, that's a fact. Yeah, I mean, I just can't believe people are going on social media and making videos like this. Let's just be honest. I mean, first off, you're coming off like you can't get a woman. For one, it comes off like you can't get a woman because you're excited and you're looking forward to women having to come to you for some help, and basically that's the only reason why you get in some plays because, well, she needs some food because she's in an impoverished situation. She's in a situation where she's in dire need, and so now you're trying to capitalize on it, and like you said, trying to make a joke about it. Which obviously is crazy, but we live in social media times, and everyone's trying to go viral. Everyone's trying to, get a hot take out there, but really and truly, he's making himself look like a trick. He's making himself look crazy because it's like, okay, if you couldn't find a good woman prior to this, then that says more about you than it does the women.
Yeah, you can tell that it's it's really showing his maturity.
Oh, for
To
sure.
speak about black women, by the way, I'm pretty sure that he came from a black woman. That's just my guess.
He looks like he
I'm
came
sure
from
that he has
one.
black women within his family tree, yet he is disrespecting black women. And he came from a black woman.
Yeah.
Family, we all come from a black woman. Whether if you're black or you're not black, we all come from a black woman. The black woman was here first. So I guess he's just confused by that. And if you make a certain amount of money, you can't qualify for food stamps. Not all. I don't know about this. Maybe you can fact check me, family, because I'm objective. I don't mind being wrong. You can go ahead and adjust me. It's all cool. But I don't know that this to be true. That all black women who have children qualify for food stamps. If you make a certain amount of money, then like if you like or if you gross a certain amount,
You
then
won't
you don't
qualify.
qualify. You have to gross under that amount. So yeah, with the more kids you have, the more you can get. But there are a lot of black women in our community that are doing well, financially well, and that are doing better than these brothers out here that are hating on them. So I don't that's something we also got to consider too. So just because you have a child, does that necessarily mean, guarantee, definitively that you have access to the government, that you have government assistance?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It does not mean just because you have a child, it doesn't mean that, you are automatically on government assistance. That's obviously not true. I mean, there could be many situations why a woman, is a single mother. Maybe she's a widow, So anything could be the case. So just to assume flat out that, oh, she has a child, so she must be on, Section 8 or whatever the case may be, is a terrible assumption. And also, let's keep it clear that it's not just black women that are using these programs. As we know, there's a large demographic of white people that are on these same government assistance programs. So to make it seem as though, it's just a black woman thing is crazy because it's not,
Right.
it's plenty of other communities. We got the Latino community, plenty of other communities that also partake in these government assistance programs.
That's right. Now, by numbers, white people are on food stamps the most. And that makes sense because they are the majority, so it makes sense. But that's another misnomer that we think that black people are on
The highest
the
amount.
highest amount of food stamps, but no, that's a misnomer, family.
Yeah,
But
no.
yeah, like no, I disagree with the spirit of his video. Now, some of the things that he said were true. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, but I mean, you can think about one of the worst people of mankind. I bet they said something true at one point. Matter of fact, is people that are wicked and deceptive and know how to control people who have the cult of personality. What they do is they mix truth with deception. So what he said, some of it was true, but some of it was deceptive. He did what many liars and false teachers do. You mix truth with deception.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. Yeah, he definitely did that, and yeah, his tone clearly no one's going to be able to receive what he's talking about. And honestly, a lot of what he was saying just came off like it was supposed to be a joke. Oh my goodness, Coochie's going down to $40 now. Okay, so what you were paying for it before, you were paying more before, or what?
Woo!
was
Talk
that
to me.
was that the only way you were able to get a woman? Or was paying
How
more?
you know the prices?
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure that out. So, it just comes off like you a Dusty. That's how it comes
Sounds like
off.
trick talk.
Yep.
I'm not saying he is, but it sounds like trick
That's
talk.
what it sounds like. It sounds like you're tricking, and it sounds like the only way you can get a woman in your life is if you have to pay for it. That's how it sounds. Well, family, there is more. It's time for us to hear from a woman's perspective. What are her thoughts? What are the women's thoughts when it comes to, this Section 8? I mean, sorry, I keep saying Section 8, but really and truly, we're talking about SNAP benefits, food stamps, right? Them possibly being cut in November. So let's go ahead on and hear what she has to say.
Grown men making jokes about how 90% of women, if they take away food stamps, Section 8, this, that, and the third, all types of government assistance, 90% of women will fold in a week. Mind you, these are the same men that don't take care of their kids, which is the reason why half of these women are on government assistance. Half of these men don't watch their kids. There's daycare. Half of these men aren't on child support or don't have a job to pay their child support fucking payments. But they talking about 90% of women will fold if the government shut all their assistance down. I want y'all to know something. The way that y'all want women to not only fall flat on our faces, but y'all want us to fall flat on our faces so we can prove that we need men while y'all still don't be the men that we fucking need. Excuse the stuffy voice, because I am getting a code from the weather change. But my point still remains the fucking same here. Y'all literally, as men, to sit here and say, oh, it would be so funny to watch all the women fold if government assistance got taken away completely. All you're reminding us is, even without the government assistance, y'all still won't do shit. No government assistance means men still won't fucking provide. All y'all gonna do is laugh while we're poor and broke and fucked up like y'all are. Interesting. Y'all just want to see another person fucked up and fucked around so you don't have to feel bad about being fucked up and fucked around. A lot of you men, and again, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Do not get in my comments speaking for all men when half of y'all know about 4 fucking deadbeat daddies. If you're not a deadbeat and you take care of your kids, don't feel fucking triggered. But if you know you don't do enough for your children and to help out your baby mama or your significant other, then bitch, hit dog holler. You feel me? But we're going to be fucking realistic here. Half of y'all are cheering and talking shit about women on government assistance and this, that, and the third because y'all just want to see bitches on their asses. Literally. Y'all just want to see bitches on their asses. And that's so throwed. Because even if we were down on our asses today, we would still have to pick ourselves back up because there would still be no grown-ass men there to do the fucking job that men were supposed to do. Like, what the fuck do y'all want? Y'all want women to just suffer. And I swear to God, that's the sickest shit I've ever seen. So many men wanting women to suffer. But if y'all fat, funky, bald-headed ass mamas was out here fucked up, you'd be in the streets selling dope tomorrow. Crazy how y'all will go crazy for your single-mothered ass mother, but we'll talk shit about single mothers to this day. Half of y'all were raised by single mothers, and half of the problems y'all have with single mothers comes from your own funky, fat, fucking ugly mother. God, I hate you niggas. Y'all make life hard. When shit's not rocket science, it's very simple stuff that shouldn't have to be explained. But to hate single mothers, but talk about how your mother was a trooper and she deserves the world from you while also saying other single women and single mothers do not deserve that same luxury when they're in the same fucking situation that your mama was in. But luckily for your mama, government assistance was booming back in her time. Niggas, motherfuckers had townhouses, $1,800 motherfucking townhouses on the cheap ski. Fuck are we talking about? Like, motherfuckers was sitting pretty back in the day when we was kids. Our mamas lived off of government assistance while it was booming. Now government assistance is shit, and we're in a fucking economy that wants us to fucking die. With a Cheeto Puff for a fucking president who wants everyone to act like the fucking Yahtzees. Exactly. So again, to sit here and say that you want to see single mothers fail and fall on their asses is fucking insane. Because your fucking mama should have fell on her ass. But she also already did when she birthed half of y'all. When your mama's birthed you bitch ass motherfuckers, she already failed. Then she kept your punk ass alive.
Language on that, family. We didn't mention earlier, but this is an adult show. Um,
Look at the pose at the end, though. It's fitting, right?
You could tell she was going in.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
If you saw nothing else but that, you would know she was going in. Okay.
The whole body language.
Okay, that's how you know she was going in. Okay. Well, she definitely made some points. If I'm gonna just be honest, she was a little emotional herself. I'm sure sounds like, she could possibly be a single mom on government assistance. So of course, she's feeling some type of way about, these men coming after the women over the Section 8, right? Now, do I think that she said it in the best way? No, she did not, right? But she definitely had some points, right? I definitely do think that there are men out there that are like relishing in this, oh, well, now you don't have government assistance to depend on, ha ha. So there's definitely, as we've seen, there's definitely men out there that's definitely relishing in that. They're thinking, hey, maybe now I can finally get a woman because I wasn't able to get one before. So I mean,
shots fired.
hey, like you said, and like she said, hit dogs will holler, okay? But yeah, some of the stuff was on her end was a little exaggerated as well, if we just gonna be honest. Not everybody's mama was on Section 8. Not everybody's mama was on government assistance. I think that's another one of those we kind of stereotype ourselves sometimes, and I think something we got to get away from. But because how she was talking about some of these men's mom, obviously that's not cool. I don't condone that. I don't think women should do that. Women, I think we should continue to remain in our femininity. You can get your points across without this is just my personal opinion, but you can get your point across without dissing somebody's mama. You can get your point across without cussing somebody out, right? Because people will take you more seriously, and they'll also be able to look at you in a different light if you come off, in a respectful way, right? You can get your points across without coming off like, you just going all the way in on somebody, because then it kind of makes you look like you're not much better than the men, because when the men are doing it, obviously you don't like it, but then you're turning around and basically you're doing the same thing. So but overall, I definitely think, she definitely has some points as far as some of these men, relishing in and rejoicing in these women possibly not being able to receive their government assistance.
Now, out of all those 3 videos that we just watched, I think she did the best job articulating her perspective. I think she was the most accurate out of those 3 videos. But just like those other videos, she did not have the spirit. That's where she lost me, when she was dissing their mothers. When she was dissing mothers, that's why I'm like, no, you're going too far. Now, I personally don't like to curse, allegedly. No, for real, family. I find cursing, it's ugly to hear, and it's lazy. It's like it's a brain fart. When you don't have nothing to say, you result to cursing, to filling the blankness in your brain. So, I'm encouraged. Excuse me, family. I'm encouraged by Malcolm X, because when he spoke, he did not curse. And you can even check out, if you've seen the movie. I don't know if you've had, but if you've seen the movie, family, there's a scene where he is He's basically getting he's learning to not curse when he speaks, because when you're cursing, it means you don't have nothing to say. You basically it's basically an empty statement. It's basically just dead air when you're cursing. There's a scene in the movie, but and you talk about one of the greatest speakers of all time, one of the greatest orators of all time is Malcolm X, and he's somebody who spoke with authority and spoke with passion, and when he spoke, it hits you. And we can do the same thing with your words. You can speak without cursing, and it can hit, it can penetrate your heart. You can hit somebody's heart without cursing, like Malcolm X, like Rakim, who's one of the greatest MCs of all time. One of the hardest MCs, I tell you, one of the hardest rappers of all time, MCs of all time, lyricists of all time. Yet he did not curse. And when he did, it was like every blue moon, like barely. You barely even hear him curse. So her language was disgusting, just like their language was disgusting. So I did not like her approach. She's coming with the quote unquote real talk approach. But in order to be real talk, you don't have to curse. You don't have to be out of control. And maybe this issue did kind of hit home, like you said. Maybe this hit home to her personally, or at least she knows somebody who's affected by this personally. So she's able to empathize with their pain. And I thought she did the best job explaining herself, and she made more points. I mean, obviously it was a longer video, so she had more time to really go in. But she lost me when she started dissing the mothers, and that leaves a bad perception when you see our sisters like this, black women like this, venting like this. Well, that doesn't make it better. That doesn't make our women more desirable for our black men when you're just lashing out like this. And this is not feminine, and it ain't masculine either. Cursing and hollering is not masculine either.
That's right. That's right.
Masculinity is having self-control, knowing that you can do some damage, knowing that you can throw them things, you can throw them knuckles, but you know what? You got self-control. You're tapped into the fruit of the spirit. That's masculinity. That's what it is, family. It's not what we perceive it to be. Being the loudest in the room, being the most gangster in the room.
That's right.
No, that's all facade. But yeah, like you said, once again, she did say some things that were true. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, babe, like you said, great points. Yeah, I think, as women, there's going to be a lot of things online that may trigger us, but we have to understand that, a lot of these people on social media are hurt people themselves, right? They're going through things. So, I think that we just have to, you know, as women, continue to work on the way that we're expressing things, because like my husband said, you can express everything that you have to say without cursing, and you can go about it in a way where it's more receivable, just like the men could have did, right? And like we were talking about the men and the spirit that they were coming in. We weren't cool with the spirit that they were coming in. They could have, if they had thoughts on it, they could have said it in a better way. So I think on both ends that could be worked on. But yeah, there was some points that she was making for sure. So yeah, family, what do you guys think though? Do you guys agree with what she said? Do you guys agree with what the men were saying, or do you guys have a completely different opinion? What do you guys think?
And I think like some people feel tempted to want to go ahead and do the most on camera, and I get it. When the camera's on, you want to be entertaining, you want people to watch you, but that doesn't mean sell out.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean sell out to Satan.
That's right.
That does not mean sell out spiritually. And I think that a lot of our people sell out spiritually.
That's right.
And those 3 videos are 3 good examples of talebearers. A talebearer is somebody who sells slander. They're selling slander. What you mean by selling? With their channels, they're making money by getting people to watch them so that they can promote slander. They are talebearers. So we got to be careful, family, on how we get our money. Look, you can do whatever you want to do, but is the Most High pleased on how you getting your money?
That's right.
And if you are making a living slandering black women or slandering black men, you're out of line.
That's right.
You're out of line with the Most High. The Most High hates that. You can find that in Leviticus 19. I'm sure Pastor Pochop did not teach you about that because he probably haven't read it recently. And if he read it, he definitely ain't living it. Because check it. Well, definitely Leviticus 11. He definitely ain't living that because he eating a lot of poke. A lot of poke chops. But I ate poke chops back in the day too, so I can't be no hypocrite now. But I tell you, Leviticus 19 says, do not be a talebearer. A talebearer is somebody who goes up and down, all around, selling slander. And that is what those three individuals did. They're selling slander. And it is harmful to our community
100%.
when we sell slander, when we are a trick for a click.
Whew, that's a fact, and they're very divisive, right? This men versus women war thing, in the video she was talking about how she hates black men.
She did clarify, if you take care of your kids, I'm not talking about you. If it don't hurt, something fly if it don't hurt, right? She said something like that, right?
Yeah,
If it don't fit you, fly by or something. She said something like that, like keep it moving. So she did get some clarity. She just gave it in a real in your face type of way.
like a quick little, let me get this out the way so I
Yeah.
can go in, right?
Right.
And and she did at the end,
Well, it was like in the middle of the video.
it was
She
in the
was like,
middle,
yeah.
it was in the middle of the video, but at the end, she said what she said, which was she hates black men, and so that's something that we need to work on in the community, right? Like we can't be, oh, I hate you just because you have had some negative experiences. Let's not group everybody in together. Let's not make these public posts for any and everybody to see about us talking about how much we don't like each other, how much we hate each other, how much we can't stand each other, and we're going in on to the extra max. Think about what this looks like on the outside looking in on the community. It looks dysfunctional as heck. It looks crazy. Where are you going to see this anywhere else?
But deeply, if you really cared about the community, would you be talking like this?
No.
It shows where your motivation is. You're just trying to get paid.
It's facts. It's facts.
You got caught up in the temptation of being a whore for the algorithm.
Ooh,
and you're willing to sell out your own people to do it. I'm not feeling those videos. The third video, I would say, was the best out of those, the first two video, but not by much, family. Not by much. And I say not by much because of the diss that she said toward their mothers. And at the end, I talk about how much she don't like black men, how much she hates black men, and losing control once again. So it's like, is it a better video? I mean, I think it's a better video, but I mean, it's still trash. Like, ultimately, the content is trash.
It's like garbage on garbage. This one has a little less garbage. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think all those videos, just throw those in the trash. And let's actually have an actual conversation, right? So okay, let's say that this does happen, right? November 1st comes, and people are not receiving their SNAP benefits, they're not receiving their food stamps. What can we do as a community if this does prolong?
Woo, that's a great question. Because that's 2 days, well, really, one and some change.
It's not long, yeah.
Yes, it ain't much. It's 7:09 where we at, family. It's
less than 48 hours.
Yeah. It's not really much you can really do. It's hard to really prepare. I mean, other than, go to the store and do what everybody else is doing. And that's kind of bad. Everybody's got the same idea. So them lines at the store gonna be long, and you're gonna be there all day, and
then you might not have any more food stamps left because mine.
And they might not even have things in the grocery store. Like, this is going to be things limited. You might have to go to another store to find what you need. You might have to go to store. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there to see. But I'm just thinking about 2020 all over again. It's like there was a shortage of supplies.
There was.
Is that going to be an issue as well? I mean, what really can you do in 2 days? You have to really think long term. Maybe this would be a moment to reevaluate our lives and see what we could change like a paradigm shift. It has to be a paradigm shift. Like, what am I doing in my life that needs a drastic change? So maybe this could be a reminder. We can use this as a reminder and think and brainstorm and pray. What needs to change? What needs to just 180 degrees, just turn the other direction? So maybe it can get us to think.
Yeah, I think that's a great, great point because, yeah, like you said, okay, obviously, within less than 48 hours, what can you really do, right? And a lot of people who do get these, assistances, you know, their money's gone. Like that lady said in the video, she only had $2 left on her Snap card, right? So, even the idea that they could stock up, they probably can't stock up because they probably used it for the month, right? I think when you receive the benefits once a month, let us know how often you receive those benefits. But they didn't know prior, so they probably were just spending them like regular, right? And expecting, hey, next month, they're gonna re-up again. And so, but like you said, okay, what happens if this prolongs, right? What happens if 1 month turns to 2 months, 2 months turns to three? Hopefully that doesn't happen, obviously. But what can we do as a community? And so, like you said, babe, maybe kind of reflecting, okay, what can I do and how can I become more self-sufficient? Because ultimately, we can't depend on the government. I hate to say it, but nobody is looking out for us the way we need to be looking out for us. I mean, we know the president that we got in office right now. We see what he's doing. We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. We literally don't know. So I think as a black community, we have to start figuring out how to become more self-sufficient. As we see, people are being laid off of their jobs, government jobs, certain people as well. I mean, this can get really deep. So I'm not going to go all in and out, but family, if you look up some of the firings that have been done, some black people, okay, check it out, see what's going on. But ultimately, what we have to do as a community is we have to come together. This is not the time for us to be divided over dumb stuff. This is not the time for us to be online. I hate you, da da da. It's not that time.
That's right.
It's really not that time. It's the time to come together. It's a time for us to lift each other up. It's a time for us to return back to what the Bible said for us to do, to love one another, right? That's what time it is right now. This whole divided thing is not doing nothing for the community. I don't know why, at some point we got to wake up. And it's going to be unfortunate if the thing that makes us wake up is this decline in government assistance. But if it does happen, maybe that's a sign from the Most High. Maybe the Most High is telling his children, hey, we need to return back because the Most High said he's going to provide for us, period, right? The Most High is our provider. So I know, if right now you have, government assistance and you need it, my heart goes out to you. I have empathy for you. I truly, truly do because I don't wish that on nobody. I don't wish nobody to go hungry. I'm not about that. But what I do think that we need to start doing as a community is we need to start coming together. We need to start figuring out how we can become more self-sufficient. Let's start investing, right? There's scripture in the Bible that says that we are to invest in 7, yeah, 8, because you don't know what destruction is going to come upon the land. We don't know what destruction is going to come upon the land. So we cannot just be solely dependent on the government. We shouldn't be solely dependent on the government. We shouldn't be solely dependent on a job. We need to start investing in multiple streams of income. Let's start. Hey, you can put $5 in the stock market. Let's say all you had, instead of maybe instead of buying those little things, whatever it may be, we all have the different little things that we know we might not necessarily need. Shoes,
clothes,
alcohol,
jewelry, hoes,
weed, drugs,
tricks.
The list goes on.
Jump
Okay.
offs.
Yes.
Just wanted to say that. Just wanted to say jump off.
Man, that's right. But it's true. So instead of buying those things,
Mhm.
let's go ahead on. Let's delay our gratification because we y'all, if y'all don't know, things are looking crazy right now. I know right now it might not seem that way, but in reality, things are looking crazy. So we really got to start thinking and planning ahead. We got to start planning ahead. We got to start investing, family. Like I said, hey, even if all you have is $5 to spare, put that in just put it in the S&P 500. Now, this is not personalized financial advice, but you need to invest it. You need to find different ways to make your money grow that's not dependent on a job and that's not depending on government assistance. Because let me tell you, when I'm looking at what Amazon is doing, Amazon just had their reporting. They just had their quarterly reportings for their earnings. You know what they said they're working on right now? Robots, right? So that means that the people who are working in these factories at some point they're not going to have a job anymore. They're working on AI like nobody's business right now. They just laid off 30,000 people. And this is management people. But trust me, as soon as they're able to get these machines up and running so that they can do your job, that's what they're going to try to do. So, family, we got to stop fighting and arguing about what doesn't make sense. Oh, I hate you, this, that, and the third. No, let's look at the picture. What's really going on here? Right now is the time to be on your grind, period. So I'm sorry, family, but hey, it's real. It's real out here. And we got to start paying attention to what's really going on because it's serious.
Wow, that was beautifully said. You was on a hot streak. You had the hot hand. She's on fire. NBA Jam reference, classic. That was fire.
Thank
I
you.
don't have the offering plate to pass around. That's for our Saturday show. Or that's for our Sunday show, excuse me. Our Sunday show. But we're not asking for donations. We never are. We're just playing.
Yeah.
We're just playing.
And since SNAP benefits might be cut off, we can't even ask now.
Yeah, we usually ask. We usually ask for SNAP benefits, but not anymore. You got 2 days. You got to use them. Now, that was beautiful. I was gonna go ahead and just get my closing, and then just pass it back to you.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah, family. We have to look at this as a moment to examine ourselves.
Mhm.
As terrible as COVID was, for some folk, it was a blessing in disguise. As terrible as this can be, with EBT being cut off, this could be a blessing in disguise.
That's facts.
How do we react? What are we going to do? How are we going to plan? How are we going to prepare and take care of our family and survive and make it through this situation? I feel real bad for those who need the food stamps. Some of y'all don't need it. I'm not talking about you. You're a grown ass man. You're 25 years old, strong black man, 6'2", 220 pounds. You don't need it. I'm talking about those who need it, the single mothers and others, family. It's a biblical principle, EBT. It is, if you ask me. Welfare is a biblical principle. There are scriptures that speak about giving to the poor,
Right.
to the stranger, to the widows. That's right, the widows. And in case you didn't know, numbnuts, I'm talking to you, sensitive ass black man. Yeah, you dusty. In case you didn't know, because you probably haven't read this lately. Widows were, let me say this. Let me fix this. The poor, the widows, the fatherless were our people. Were our people.
That's right.
So the Bible is speaking about us today. It was speaking about us back then, and it's speaking about us right now.
That's right. That's right.
Now, it's biblical principle to have welfare, to have EBT, because It's set up for those who truly need it. We'll run it back. The fatherless, the orphans, the widows, the poor, the disabled, the stranger. And in the Bible, you can glean from the field. You can go, you can grab food. You can go and you can go to a vineyard. You can go to where there's growing food, to where there's fruit, and you can glean from the fields. You can do so. It was set up where you do not take the edges of the corners, the edges and the corners of your harvest. You want to leave it for those who need it. So that's a biblical principle.
Right.
And every 3 years there was a tithe for the poor, the needy, the strangers, also the Levites as well. The Levites were the priests. They didn't have land, family. They didn't own land. So these are biblical principles. So anybody that's totally against welfare, anybody that's totally against welfare, that is totally against EBT, I think they are totally against the Bible, because that concept comes from the Bible. Charity comes from the Bible.
That's right.
And I know Republicans like to say, no, less government. But to a certain degree, we need the government. To a certain degree, every nation needs the government at some degree.
Mm-hmm.
And in regards to the nation of Israel in the Bible, even the sites, Tel Arad, it was a temple in Tel Arad in the southern part of Israel. They discovered that there were food pantries. There were food pantries that were set up for those who need food.
Yeah,
so here's another. These are just facts to further support that EBT, food stamps, SNAP, whatever we want to call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a biblical principle, but it's for those who need it. But this can be a moment where we can use this to make some drastic changes in our lives, and we can turn this into a blessing instead of being a curse.
That's facts. That's facts. Yeah, family. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We definitely want to hear from you guys. We want to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions when it comes to this. For those who are possibly going, for those of us who are possibly going to be missing out on these benefits, my heart goes out to you. Now, I know that there are, different food banks going out right now. Please get in contact with your local churches. I have seen churches, saying, hey, we're going to go the extra mile. We're going to make sure that, we have food banks and things set up in place. So,
as well as they should.
As well as they should.
Because a lot of them have been stealing a lot of money from the people.
And it's a shame.
They should.
Exactly.
Not all, but a lot of them are. A lot of them are scumbags.
Unfortunately, it is a fact.
Thieves. I say stop tithing.
Yeah,
stop tithing and take
give
if you want to give, go ahead and give. Giving donation is fine, but tithing, no. Instead of tithing, take some of that money that you're tithing and put it in the stock market, like you said.
Yeah, you could
start investing in yourself, or get you some commodities.
That's right. Or what you could do is, if you're already giving to the stock market, another thing you could do is just actually give to the people, right? The people who you see that's in need, right? Because we do have to start looking out for one another. We have to start looking out for one another. That's something that we need to do as a community. We got to stop this whole fighting amongst each other, and we got to come together, family. We got to look out for one another. We got to lift each other up. Hey, if your neighbor needs something, help them out, right? Because we are going through hard times right now, and unfortunately, it does not look like it's going to get any better. It looks like it's going to get worse before it gets better, right? So I think that we got to just wake up, understand that they're doing a lot of rage baiting right now. Another thing facts. Another thing that I've been seeing as well is, I see people saying, hey, well, if they don't give me my benefits, if they don't give me my food stamps, and I'm stealing. Family, be careful, because that's a setup. That is a setup. They want you to act that way so that they have a reason to arrest you.
Woo! Oh, you're on fire tonight. You're on fire tonight.
Well, babe,
that was fire.
We gotta talk to the community. We family, right? We family, and this is why I'll be telling my family. So this is what I'm telling you guys.
Yeah.
Let's be careful, because they're trying to set something up. They're trying to set you up. If this whole thing does happen, family, and you see they're deploying out the what are they dang family, the reserves, the man, I'm blanking on the word, family, but y'all know what I'm talking about. They're deploying the Federal Reserve, not the Federal Reserve. What is it? I know because one of my family members is a part of it. But anyway, y'all, right now I'm blanking on it. But basically, they're sending in a form of the military uh, to be in certain cities, right? We know they sent them out to DC. We know that they sent them out to Chicago, high black populations in these cities, mind you. So just be careful, family. Be careful because you never know. This could be a setup. So let's be careful. Family, this is the time to come together. Like I said, look at some of those food banks. We'll leave some stuff in the chat, some stuff, some resources that we find.
Don't ask me for no food stamps, so I don't have any.
No food stamps, unfortunately.
I don't have any snap.
Unfortunately, we do not. But
no, I said to share.
To share.
I don't have any to share. I got nothing to share.
No, it's rough out here, y'all. No.
Yeah, we can really. It can help us though. We got we have more money.
That's a fact, okay? And that's why, hey, shout out to you if you are.
We ain't got no money. We ain't got no money, fam.
No.
Nope.
But we are spiritually rich, okay?
That's right. We spiritually wealthy, baby.
Okay.
And we have more than we ever need, honestly.
That's a fact.
And even at this time, we have a really good family. I mean, it's tough, but poverty today ain't poverty like it is in other countries.
That's right. That's a fact. It's true, family.
Hey, you still got your Wi-Fi. You still got your phone.
Yes, you do. And that means that you can make money online. So keep that in mind.
And some of us need to fast.
That's fact.
Some of us need to fast. Hey.
That's fact.
Yeah, I know fasting sucks. It's not easy, but it's good for our bodies.
That's facts.
Even though we're going to be whining and complaining, sometimes we need a reset.
That's facts. Yeah. Yeah, well,
it's a spiritual to fast.
Oh, it is. It's important. It's
my forces to a fast, but
yeah,
you got no food stamps. You got no food to eat.
Okay, so that's fast right there for real. But yeah, no, fasting, as we know, is good. It's good for our soul and it's good for our body, right? So I mean, I know it's an interesting way to look at it, but
like the Messiah went on a 40-day fast.
He sure did.
40 days and 40 nights. I'm not saying. Hopefully, we don't have to go 40 days and 40 nights now.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Let's hope not.
Because we're not the Messiah.
No, we not. You're gonna have to really tap in. You're gonna have to really tap in if that comes. But family.
Hey, we don't live by bread alone, but by the word of Yah, by the word of God, family. That's right.
That's fact.
Yes, that's right. When we are weak, we are strong.
That's right. Strong in Him, right? Strong in the Most High. That's right, family. So yeah, family.
We're just trying to lighten the mood a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible, scary news, but
yeah, it is. It is, family. But trust in the Most High, right? He got us. He already said that He got us. He's our provider. He's our protector. So He got us.
That's
but
right.
Family, we got to get back in our Bibles, and we gotta disconnect a little bit from social media. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to get on social media here and there, but every time you go on social media, it's some sort of fight going on. It's something, and it keeps you in this state of like anxiety. It keeps you in this state of like panic. And so we got to remove ourselves from that, get in our Bible, see what the Most High says about what He has for us.
And also then, see what you can do for the Most High.
1,000%.
Yeah,
because it's two ways, right? It's two ways.
And you serve the Most High by serving people.
1,000%.
So if you got something to give, you got some food stamps, and I don't know if they want to share, but hey, look out.
Okay, so that's illegal. But
if you can't share your food stamp,
but legally,
I've seen food stamps sold before.
Yeah, but that's illegal.
That's I'm not. No, this is just theoretical. We're just theoretically giving observations that we haven't seen, but we're just thinking of here on the spot.
Yeah, so don't do that. Don't do that. We are not condoning that. So clear. We're trying to keep our channel.
Well, can you buy something and then share what you bought with them?
Yeah.
That's what we meant. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, that's what you meant.
Yeah. Oh, we need a joke around here. It's like depressing news.
Yes, family.
And we ain't really got much to really tell you, other than keep your head up, man.
Yeah. Oh man.
I ain't got no money for you. No.
But the Most High does. Okay?
Yeah, that's
So-
right. The Most High has everything you need,
Yeah.
but we don't.
Man.
I don't.
But trust me, He will provide.
He will provide. Just stop asking for money. Yeah, stop asking me for some money. You ain't got it for you.
If we would, we could. If we would,
Yeah.
we could.
We only got enough for us and those who need it.
Yeah, no.
What if they need it?
Well,
We still ain't got it.
But we love. We got prayers for you.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna pray for you. Man, I hate when I used to hear that. You ask somebody for a favor who goes to church. I'm gonna pray for you.
I think we need to cut off the live stream now.
Yeah. Yeah, God bless you. Yeah, God bless you too.
God bless
God bless you
you.
too, brother.
I'll keep you in prayers. I'll keep you in prayer. Man, we ain't right. We ain't right. But trust me, our hearts do go out to you.
Absolutely.
We truly hope that this government shutdown and this, it doesn't come to the point where people are losing, are not being able to get their food stamps. But family, thank you guys for being here with us. Please let us know your guys' thoughts. Let us know your comments. We love to hear from you guys.
And we love you, fam.
Yes, family, we love you. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, it's Jaz.
And I'm Jaydon.
Peace.